So if I gotta pop the hot air out of a nigga too big on,
I'm popping the air, buddy.
I learned how to play with that blade, so don't get too close and poke your ass straight to death. Oh, they had a Brazilian steakhouse. They call it. Bro say wax his dome. Bro say wax his shit. I will never be able to just be like, make sure his bald head glossy. I never go to the barber and yeah, give me a bald dude, bro.
I'm also blessed to not have a receding hairline. My hair still grows past my age up, so I'm thankful. Bro out here looking like a can of Kojak. Nigga, what is $500? Niggas ain't listen to bro. He said $500. What are you talking about? You talking about the income tax? These other niggas is rich. Y'all ain't got 2 years. Get yourself. If somebody spank bro for $5, y'all ass gonna be crazy when it comes to your kids. Get your ass home. Goddamn. You so suspicious of talking about putting $500 on a nigga who left $5 million. Bro said, bro, what? Mr. Porter, you'll keep that like you see. I ain't gonna lie, the fact bro dressed like a Squid Game character is way funny. Yo, boy want that toy boy? He's a toy boy. Look. I want Oh God, I was about to get mad at that little boy. He just shooting some shots too. Come up and crazy. Bro, is this even this ain't even Aki.
Yo, bro, what's that emo, bro? Yo, bro, needs to get help, bro. What's that emo?
It's always somebody out there that got a harder than you. Niggas said about Wagyu, now everybody named mama want a Wagyu. Now, what about this? Bro in the wrong shooters, bro. The shoe game is not it no more, bro. It's too wooky. Whoopie's been whooping the game with 2 whoopies. Oh, ladies bag, that wasn't even a designer bag, nigga. That's just somebody. He sold his mama bag. Legit making fun of black dudes because he gets scammed every time and don't have no real friends to come and give him good merch to get his business a good repertoire. Even though he's so famous for scamming families. Crashed out instantly because he could. Civilization who've been there since, 400 some odd thousand years ago, how do they sustain Now them people are boss players. Hey, bro, chill, bro. Hey, make me a spicy chicken sandwich for the. You know he stuck at these things. Oh, you can download TikTok again.
So, well, turn the heater off, Mom. Off.
Coordinated.
I have to find this.
Yeah. Be real. A 15-year-old boy, bro. Yeah, why would he take a picture of that? He's trying to say, was it funny? If it's something to laugh at, then why people ain't laughing? And if it is funny, then I can let you know if it's funny. But if it's not, then he's definitely a pedophile and he's doing it. Most 100% doing it.
$2.8 million.
You gotta take him down.
Try to kill everything. Nothing. All you have to do is replay it and execute it. Bro, he just literally
That boy Wise saying Lucy caught a body and got out of it. The city is okay. I'm on the Coogee too. Stop playing. Y'all don't see. Y'all don't know Coogee when you see it. Niggas really Coogee down to the square. Yes, sir. You ain't winning the battle. I'm him, mister. Yes, sir. Yeah, Shorty done lost her whole case. They starting to play. They think they might be trying to cry about it with Jay-Z. That nigga cleaned up because of like a basketball. Yeah, they was talking about bro got allegations and they said, watch the Kings drop clothes silently. You don't know why. He just got out of another case. Like now we talking about this. Y'all ain't got nothing else to bring up on, bro. Y'all gotta split up. All you can say is allegedly again. Ain't no cases now. Ain't no cases now. Wobble. Remix version of SpongeBob. The bikini bottom bounce out. A bikini bottom. Annie, are you okay?
Yeah, this thing moves, boy, good. Bro and bro got killed by the same shorty. Now he can go over. They gotta be cool to see the shorty and the kids, and they both are cracking each other. And she's supporting both these dudes. Until they get into a situation to where it's beef or whatever the case, and now we got domestic violence for her. Getting her whooped left and right, and kids getting neglected and beat on and treated and thrown in a situation and issue, and now these two might kill each other. Over one shorty. That's why I said I'd never give myself killed over no coochie. That's the dumbest shit I've seen people be doing. Don't let a female dictate and destroy everything you done built, bro. You can literally just step back, fall back, and take time to reanalyze your life and figure out what you really need to be doing instead of trying to do it for somebody who don't need you there. You got enough niggas spinning that block anyway. My baby mama got 4 extra kids and still did fine without me. That's why I stepped back after I spent 20K. It was up, what am I there doing outside of funding your lifestyle with whoever you sleep with? Because I didn't get to meet my kids and you got 2 extra kids. And all you worried about is them saying what he won't do. Which I can't know, because what I do know is y'all do some content. He do come pick his son up. He do get his haircut. So if he saying he don't do, he doing more than me with his kids than I'm doing with mine. Make it make sense. You can come get this kid, say this kid for haircut. I don't even know my kid's name. Or they birthed it off of the fact that I'm not there to verify because you're not the type of person you think. So when you learn stuff like that, it's actually a burden you trying to sit up there and work for the woman who damn sure ain't trying to work with you. Especially if she working for the good of money and realistically that.
Nobody's kid. It's exhausting. I gotta go to Toys R Us. I'm just saying, I gotta do all these extra things with your kid in the car seat. I go to Disneyland and shit and all that if I like you.
What do you have a blended family? Does that work?
What do you mean by blended?
Like either y'all both come with a child or kids?
Right.
Yeah,
That was
all the system. I think we should love each other.
Because the one woman gonna put her whole worth behind finances.
When financially she was never stable. So to you, she's making you do what she can't do anyway, regardless of what you gonna do. Now you gonna be chasing her bills, paying her bills, and she can't pay them.
Because they got Julie and Hulu.
Y'all renting together?
I thought it was come here
That's a
and
product
live.
of Coach Prime. Yep. It's coaches.
Well, or
Doris
yeah,
Sanders,
or
Travis Hunter,
That's what you
and the
ordered?
way that
I
Coach Prime
forgot to
treats his
order.
players.
Oh.
You got an opportunity to try out
You know, that's good. That's good.
psychological torture to raise another man's kid.
Torture.
You could
lady in Orlando. She was a radio personality. She got pregnant, and that baby passed away. No, that's just a kid. So, you know, people need to know.
I actually know someone that happened to. She passed away. One of my close friends, one of her good friends.
Like, yeah, that's rough.
You know, what's her name? Judge, she's a black judge, she has short hair. Not Maybelline, it's another one, but her daughter died, in childbirth, and so, like, they have, like, a whole campaign, with the husband and, you know, his in-laws on, you know, TK, so have out this guy, maybe like a month ago, or 3 or 4 weeks ago, I guess. He was on Instagram, or whatever, some social media site, saying that he had 7 kids, and he did not want to take care of them, and he told all the women with whom he had these children that, you know, I told you I wasn't going to have these kids, but, you know, I didn't want any kids, yet he still eated in them and then had children. You know, what do you think about women and how they move as far as listening to what a man says versus watching what he does?
Every day. You know, he might send you some flowers, he might take you out to eat, but you didn't watch his character. So now you got a baby, and now he's behind the 8 ball, and now he's showing you who he really is, right? And I hate men who are coming to woman knowing that she could get pregnant.
Back.
Like, and then say what happened when she tells you, oh, I'm pregnant. He's like, how the fuck did that happen?
Looking at it.
Duh. So I do this stuff on my podcast, and it drives me crazy with the choices that these young men make.
So, and I guess and we've talked about this before, I think Rico brought this up. So when women are dealing with men, should they be listening to what the man is saying? Like, hey, no.
They listen too much. That's how you ladies get caught up.
Right.
So should
Women
they
listen
watch?
to words, and if a guy's real elegant with his conversation, you done. Next thing you know, your knees is behind your chin. You're screaming to the top of your lungs and shit. And if you think it's good, you like, I love you. And the next thing, bam. You up have a slice of pizzas, you're eating ices. You know? Now you let the nigga move in. You're like, hey, you want to move in? And bam. There you go. They take
Oh, God. Because I always feel like when, you know, I'm talking to, like, my little younger cousins or even Mandy on the show, I always say, you watch what people do. I don't care what nobody says. No matter, you know, you watch their actions. But my other co-host says, no, you listen to what they say.
In the relationship,
I think it's both.
I was dealing with my baby mom like that, bro. I would have been in the babies,
you have to do both. You have to listen to what they say, and always say different choices.
I know her, bro. I don't care what situation you put me in.
Yeah,
any moment I feel disrespectful,
I like that. Let me write that down.
Be stealing my stuff.
I'm 100% you.
On your neck, I'm snapping.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that people should travel. The same way we teach our kids to go to school or play sports is the same way we got to teach them how to be a man, how to date as a youngster. Hey, son, put your money where you're going to have a girlfriend one day.
That boy jumped off the board to
teach us that because money, teach him how to open the door.
My boy was committed.
Teach him about everything that is able to survive. One of the worst things in the world is to hear parents say, oh, I'm about to have a grandbaby, like I said earlier, knowing that their kid is not prepared to raise a child. It's the deepest thing, but most men and women say it. Oh, we're having a baby, knowing your kid don't have no money to raise a damn baby. And they push that agenda. I ain't got time for it. So it's good to have this type of show. Hopefully, if we get one person out of the hundreds of thousands that's going to be watching this, we got them. We got somebody listening.
I think that people love being the exception or even bringing up the exception. Whenever we talk, we're always talking generality. Mm-hmm. Somebody will always say, well, I got a friend. No one cares about your fucking friend. We're talking about, like, percent of the population. We're talking about most people. I don't know why people always want to conflate exceptions with, you know, with rules. And there's always going to be an exception. There's always going to be somebody who's a above average. There's always going to be somebody who isn't doing the exact same thing that the rest of us average folks are doing. And I'm saying average because the majority of people are average, you know. And
so they live like they got it all.
I think that the problem is that people don't want to be average.
Right.
People don't want to deal with failure. People don't want to be like, you know what? I tried to be a such and such. It didn't work. And so, you know what? Let me change course. Let me figure out something else I'm good at.
Changing.
But a lot of us just want to stick to the bullshit and just keep bumping our head.
Yeah, you gotta know how to switch up.
I mean, especially if it depends on your livelihood. You can't be 47 making beats and ain't nobody buying them.
Right, that's true.
You know, I mean, no offense to Lonnie's friend, but like, I mean, like, if the dude in the Bronx, you know, down the street from the Golden Crust, ain't buying your beats and he just a little local rapper, like.
I don't prefer young women. I'm sorry, that's a lot.
Kanye not buying them either, or Jay-Z, or Lil Durk, or whoever. You know, none of these people are buying them. Like, it's okay to do something different, you know. But I also think that we have a hard time accepting defeat. It's hard to be rejected.
I kind of want to hear that.
Do y'all go to church regularly?
Not regularly, no.
Thank you. Why aren't they there? Because y'all not going to church.
Well, I know why though. So yeah.
Why don't you go to church?
It's more of therapy rather than instruction for how to get things accomplished. So it doesn't really resonate with me, to be honest with you.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, I mean, we had Nur Muhammad come in. He said it the best. He said, church in the Christian community is more about coping with life rather than conquering life. So
I think it depends on the church. I think it depends on the church.
I've been to a lot of churches.
But I think some of my observation too is that church is actually geared towards women because women are emotional.
Yes, and so they power that. The church is the woman's place of sanctuary.
Do y'all go to church regularly?
While they get ready to go to see another man
Why aren't they there? Because y'all not going to church.
So they can get out of church.
I know why though.
And they tell you ain't living right, and we need to make these changes because the pastor said, and the pastor, man, are you speaking with the pastor?
To get things
Are you
accomplished.
speaking with me?
So it doesn't really resonate
The
with me,
pastor
to be
don't run
honest.
your household, the pastor take money out your household, and the pastor gets you, convinces you to pay his
we
bill.
had Nur Muhammad come in.
At that point,
he said it the best. He said, church
she's definitely
in the
fucking her
Christian
mission.
community is more about coping with life rather than conquering life.
No matter how she look at it, if she's that much more serious by the church than her man, the church been already fucked up mentally.
Some of my observation too
She's
is
never gonna
that
be able to
church
listen
is
to
actually
politics.
geared
She's
towards
gonna be
women
saying,
because
"You
women are
can't hear me
emotional.
when you go to church." When the whole time she go to church to see the pastor with his
Do y'all go to church regularly?
Not regularly.
Thank you. Why aren't they there? Because y'all not going to church.
What's going on?
Well,
The worst situation I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why don't you go to church?
That is. It's just like, it's obvious that the church is geared towards women who are single or women who don't care to be in a relationship. They're looking for an out. They're looking for an escape. So
It hurts your feelings.
they say women always do what? They go to the Lord. They go to God. They have a coming to Jesus meeting when they turn away from being a hoe. Every single time. Well, all she literally had to do.
That's a product
it's time for our man.
Yep.
Let's tear down.
Shador Sanders.
And work with him and be able to communicate with him.
In the way
no matter what her class or whatever it is she's doing. If she didn't want to do it, then she
you got an opportunity to see Trav when he went to Jackson State.
That's all it is.
Time to see you. An opportunity to see him up close and to watch what he turned himself into. We knew he had the potential. But to see last year, that high, and you went to a lot of games. What is it like? Explain to people that have never seen Trav play in person. What is it like?
Long talk you can't have with
first of all, it's like it's kind of strange because Travis outside off the football field is just the nicest kid. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, but then when he step on the field, it's like a light. It's just like a switch go on, and he's a total different person. Don't throw that shit over here. You like, who that? Like that's the same kid. Like, because he's so nice, and you don't even think. I wouldn't even think that he even had that mentality to talk. But when he step on that field, it's like it's just like a totally different dog.
Yeah,
so, and you really be like, okay, he really takes this shit serious because he's two different people. Yeah. When he's off the field, he's calm, he's laid back, he's the nicest. He step on the field, and it's like, I wish you would try. Throw that shit over here if you would. And it's like
enthusiastic, an overachiever.
He get it.
Yeah. You've been married for 27 years. When you met your wife, how did you know she was the one? Or do you know?
I'm still trying to figure that shit out. Now look at my daughter sitting right there. So, you see my daughter there?
She's like, yeah, I was about to say, I would tell mama.
Yeah,
you know, you really don't know if somebody is the one because, you know, every day is a different challenge. But after we got, you know, some time in and years in, and she was just so different, raised so different from how I was raised.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I never sat down at a table and had dinner with the family, and they did that every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sat down at the table, had dinner, talked about the day, what you did today, and my mom worked 2 jobs, and like I was like home, like making beans and hot dogs for my little sisters and shit. So it was just totally different. She brought a whole different perspective on life to me. You know what I mean? I was a kid coming up straight out the street, carrying guns. She's like, you gotta take a gun in my mom's house. I don't go anywhere without my gun.
Yeah,
I'd rather be caught with it than without it.
It used to be like that. I had to chill too, be like, shit, you went to jail just carrying the gun because it's not illegal, nigga.
Shit that didn't make no sense.
Right, shit don't make no sense. Risking your freedom.
Good game. Good game.
Analogies that didn't make any sense. I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I would rather be a lion for a day than a sheep for 1,000 years. No, I would rather be a sheep for 1,000.
You live longer. You ask the question, you a fool for a minute. You never ask the question, you a fool for a lifetime.
Dumb as shit.
Nut ass shit.
And I also say growing to a 95% white college was some of the best shit I ever did in my life. Because they took a kid straight out the ghetto
and put him into a different perspective. Right. That's the same thing I said. They made you think the white man is to blame. You go into these white colleges, like I went to Richard College, that's almost a predominantly white college almost. It's just open to the community because it's a community college. You have more people from another country at that school than they actually got people from the country in the school.
Right. Oh man, white man gave Ricky 30, gave Raheem 12 years. Ain't shit. Raheem pistol beat a bill in broad daylight and robbed him. So, me going to an all-white college, it opened my mind up. Because I got up there and I understood that you got some really good white folks out there. And you got some that ain't shit that was like, what is this doing on campus? But you also had some white folks that would them up if they said that shit. And it just opened my mind up to a different perspective of life and even how to operate and be yourself around whoever. You feel what I'm saying? So when I finally started doing deals and I was able to operate around whoever, I was able to be myself around whoever. It didn't matter. Because I was in every environment. And if you never actually put me in that environment, you feel what I'm saying? I got black friends right now that if I take them in an all-white room, he talk about, how you doing? I'm Jamal. I'm like, thought you was Bullet Head. I didn't even know your name was Jamal. You been Bullet Head your whole life.
Yo, bro.
Now you here with
you done switched up on me.
You done switched up on me. So,
to know you have someone, because it hasn't always been, you haven't always been this Gilly, slaves like the last decade. There's been some trials and tribulations. There's been some ups and downs. But to know you got to ride or die in your corner. What's that been like?
I mean, that's everything. You got to understand, she went to jail with me.
How you had the old lady go to jail?
She took me to jail. She was the one selling the weed.
Tell on him. I want you to tell the story.
But yeah, she went to jail with me, and we had a thing called a nebula hearing, where you can't bail out from the first. You got to be locked up from 3 to 10. Take from 3 to 10 days for your nebula hearing. to come through, and it just so happens ours came through on the 10th day. And she wrote me a letter from one jail to the next and said, babe, don't be over there stressing. I'm okay over here. I'm batting these bitches off. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Because I'm keeping way my woman look. I'm like, they over here. Yeah, they did
like my girl Father here, she kind of act like she still. Like she bad nigga to go. No, you
when she wrote me that letter, I was like,
was that the one
she really is
I had to for that shit. She had to be locked up and right. You trying to get me in trouble?
No, but I'm saying, you know she the one.
Yeah.
But she wasn't enough to make you stop doing that foolishness.
Well, she was like in the movie bags.
You feel me? If a girl wants something, sometimes you crash out to go get it with you. Niggas know that. Your girl wants something, you been in with and took and ran phases the whole city to get what you want.
You like the life. You know what I
mean? I'm going 10 hard.
That was very painful. I really, I always had a relationship with God, but I said if I get out of this situation, you ain't never ever got to worry about me ever.
You done.
Being in your way ever again. Or the police way ever again.
What was your first impression?
I got out of that girl together. I will never again. I stopped going places. Niggas quit going meet people, quit kicking it, let my friends, if they got mad at me, oh well. I'm too busy trying to stay a free black man. I've always lost my freedom. Every time I step outside with somebody and they ain't that much worried about me to come pick me up or get me out of here. I'm gonna stay my behind where I know I ain't gotta worry about relying on nobody anyway. But those that are near me.
I said, you don't need no Paul Mitchell products or nothing. I bet you when you run your shit bounce, don't you? She had never heard no shit like that in her life. She was like, this crazy. I am.
On me.
One thing that good girls like, crazy.
Oh God, they love them a good beat for
With the YouTube music app, you can build up to 30 artists into one.
I know players got killer station.
Which means
nigga with a little attitude, a little crazy too, not a lot of crazy. I'm gonna say it like I said, medium crazy.
Music Premium. Try 1 month free.
She's been a part of my life ever since.
You know that,
I used to have to go pick her up from the corner of her block because she didn't want her parents to see me.
He's too gangster.
And then I just got to, I said, listen, enough. I ain't picking you up from the corner no more. I'm a grown-ass man. I was like 21.
Looking at...
You understand? She told me her dad was black and her mom was Korean. Looking at my woman, I thought, it's going to be a light-skinned, curly hair with pretty eyes. That's darker than you.
Yeah, bro. He worried that nigga black as a motherfucker.
I was like, that extra crispy.
Extra crispy fucking wild.
That dark motherfucker right there is your dad. She was like, yes. Yo, I felt so comfortable after that.
Right, you relieved as a motherfucker. Right. As soon as you find out they're black, he's good.
That's a film, nigga.
That boy is down bad.
I was like, yes. What? I met her dad. Her uncle was. See, I knew her uncle. He was like. They was out there with the yak.
Yeah. Out there with the
drink.
You know, old nigga gonna put that yak in you so you get your ass talking.
Don't drink. I was like, damn.
You turn that drink down, you already failed the first test, nigga. Better drink that nasty ass yak. You think why you think I be able to meet so many people? They offer you something, you better not turn that shit down. That'd be the first failed test. Not everything is acceptable, right? I'm not put that out there. You better not pass me no crack, cocaine, don't give me no drugs, bitch. I'm gonna have to beat your ass.
25-year-old son. We've just been together forever, man. It's a beautiful thing when you know that you truly got somebody that, you know what I mean, really got your back.
What have you tried to instill in your daughter about dating? She's of dating age now. Guys, you find that it's different if you have a friend.
Right.
They see her like, attractive young lady. Dad got some paper. What you tell your daughter about being killed?
Right, don't make me kill
You
him.
that life up.
Don't make me kill you. Don't make me go to prison. I'm playing. I just tell her, but most importantly, you know what I mean, just make sure you're always being respectful to yourself. You know what I mean? She was raised right, so she understands. You know what I mean? What's the do's and the don'ts.
Damn, all I got is 20, 30 minutes. Love you.
Right, so that's a perfect example of what you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, me and your mom, we have ups and downs, just any relationship. We go through, we have arguments. Arguments is only reminding the motherfuckers how much you love them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Niggas been,
You got a
crazy?
relationship that's
Super
too
Bowl
quiet.
weekend made people who had
Something
never
ain't right.
been to New Orleans.
Sometimes you gotta argue just to get the fire set. You gotta argue just to make hey, close your ears.
Something about Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Kevin Hart's Billy. You got a relationship with K Hart. Y'all be joking.
Grab, bro.
My guy.
Nah,
I can imagine what tomorrow's gonna be like.
Yes.
If
when we win, when the Eagles win, when we win,
you and K Hart gonna be on one.
Oh, what? Me,
they
Kevin
literally
Hart,
made
Meek
money
Mills,
off of saying New Orleans.
Stephen Foreman,
four-time
champion, 2-weight division. He's over there in the house at Club Shay Shay. So, man, the whole Philly gonna turn up, man. I tell you one thing, when we win, they think I was dancing before.
Now you got niggas out here comfortably making money off of that. You know these niggas would have got shot just for trying.
What is K Hart? Because you see yourself, you see Gilly and Meek.
Boy, the world is
talk
a
about
wicked
Meek a little
place.
bit and his reform and what he's trying to do to reform prison.
How do you feel about being called crazy? Where do you believe that narrative came from? From me doing crazy shit?
That boy real.
It's been a long time coming. Fresh new tires, I'm still running. It's a few things I'm overcoming. When the check's still clear, still think about it every night and day to try to stay away to keep my heart in yourself. Don't take this disrespect. I'm sitting here trying to redirect. Why Japan? Why is Ye always in Japan? What makes Japan so special to you?
You know, I love the temples. I love how people are with you. You know, they're just really respectful here. And my wife said that in past lives I was a king. I was an emperor out here. You know, I see you doing a lot out here. How do you prioritize your passion? You know, I just put my kids first. You know, all the ideas, and then I get real selfish. Then I go to me. You know, and then I think about the impact it's going to have on, you know, this lifetime.
Yeah. I've seen your recent Instagram post about how, you know, you got North in training now.
Yeah, it's good. Like, I was always into the idea of having a school, and, like, both my mom and my dad were professional teachers, so that makes me a natural teacher in my blood.
Right.
And I'm just thinking
I feel the same way.
her album is going to be. Like how I'm saying, like everything that I learned, that I could have it flow through her also, and for her to become the greatest, the next frontier, because we're like, you know, like the kings and the tale of something was just passed down. Like I'm the hands-down greatest, she gonna be the hands-down greatest.
She already doing it by staying the child. That's what about that whole situation.
Bully, the new album, it's on the way. It's your first project. You know, for 3 years, it's down there. Why the title Bully? you know, my son was playing with some kid, and then he kicked him. And I asked my son, I said, why you do that? He said, because he's weak. And I was like, this man's really a bully. Okay. Same, he was a bully. He just kick everybody and like push him over and like just, well, I wonder who he did that for. Definitely young Ye. Yeah. When should we expect bully to drop, man? My oldest said to bring it out in June. So your birthday or her birthday? Oh.
You didn't think about that.
You know,
Didn't even think.
Come out on your birthday? Yeah, so we're gonna do it on your birthday. That's when we're gonna bring Bully out, because that's her favorite album so far. Yeah, it's rated a 10 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, Bully's on the way.
Let's see it back here. You can do something for kids. The most beautiful, magical thing you can do in the world.
How you feel when fans tell you to release the album? Fans never want to wait. Oh, man. If they were fans, they would have heard the song Can't Tell Me Nothing and believed it. I just want to go see comments and see people like really love the post that you did, and somebody be like, release the album, Kanye. Yeah. You're my fan, you're not even going to call me Kanye. Right. You're going to call me my legal name, Ye, my Muhammad Ali. That didn't change your name to Ye. You know, because my friends call me Ye. Okay. If someone calls me Ye, they never say anything negative. Like, people, headlines, they use the word Kanye.
So much of the negative connotations you can't even have it to sound good, even if you give up a bad
taste. You got a certain level of respect, a certain level of love for growing up on the music, the work I put into this lifetime. So, you know, who was the first person to call you Ye? I don't have to be like, 8th, 7th grade, you know, you didn't have that name. I thought it might have been when we got into the rap game. Somebody just called me Yeezy. Okay, yeah. Okay. How simple was the creative process on Bully compared to Vultures 1 and 2? First person I think of is Brandon Miller. Because he'll write something and just one-to-one, it could go. Right. You don't even have to change anything. And I remember when I met him, you know, before we were doing Vultures, before it's called Vultures. Yeah. And I think before I even decided to do the album, I knew we was going to come to the show. Yeah. I knew because each team member, we pull them together because I'm a walking franchise. So we need, you know, these teams at this point. Yeah. That's one of the things. Well, another thing is chopping up all the samples by hand. How much does this album really mean to you? I remember we were listening to music and you was like, man, this album is just so positive. Every word matters, every bar matters. Yeah, because you lean on like a bar that like brings somebody down. That was always rap. It's just like more the way I remember Lauryn Hill album, way I remember Miseducation. I feel like it is my Miseducation. It is my long R&B. Because even 808 and Heartbreak. Yes, I know Bully has a title and a connotation that a lot of people are anti-Bully, but we can bring it. You know, I'm just hyper next level frequency right now.
Right. I guess. Like you. We radiating at the highest vibration. So everything that is not able to survive the vibration. Yo, that boy I put that pack on her fanny. I'm giving BBL to the nanny. Yo.
#1 album in the world. Carnival, #1 single in the world. You go independent. They remove you off DSPs every nonstop about 3, 4, 5 times in the same week. You in the midst of being canceled. How fucking good did that make you feel to go #1 at 46 years old. You know, it was just really about beating a cancellation. Like, that was a God-given song. And it came from working with a bunch of people. Like, we was out in Saudi, right? And Ty had Rich the Kid out there. He was playing different songs. Everybody had this vision of having a soccer chant. Like, if the White Stripes had this song, and then the soccer teams do it. So you like, man, I want to do it. So I tried 2 times to do it. The first time I tried was Black Skinhead. The second time I tried was All Day.
Help save lives. Donate plasma today. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing.
All Day.
And
crazy. Paul McCartney wrote that melody. He wrote it before he went in the studio with me, and a lot of people said, man, he discovered this new artist named Paul McCartney, man. I hope this guy blows up one day. He's talented.
Already
He played the keyboards and the guitar. Now the vocals that people like, stay away from AI. It's a more negative reaction than auto-tune. And I remember, like, I did auto-tune because people thought, they're like, man, this auto-tune is trash. As an artist, I could take anything. I could sell a piece of shit for like $10 million and shit, you know, and shit. That's another 20.
Yeah, so auto-tune, you feel like is AI as well?
Exactly. It's in the same family, except people have a more visceral reaction.
Is AI the future of music, or is it a crutch?
It's time for me to explain to people the power of AI and music. So I take a sample, and this is like a dream come true. Back in the days, you used to have to get the 24-track stems, the Motown, like the 24-track reel. It was like this, and they would tape it on a CD or tape it digitally, then you got the different parts. Right now, you could take any song and separate it. Just get the vocals, just get the bass line, the drums, completely separated. So when I send a song or a sample to my engineers, I just say JS AI, like they had a website. So it's like my engineer John Scott AI. So we speaking like digital THX. Like on THX, this is the movie that George Lucas did before Star Wars. If you get 5 tracks, 10 tracks, really legendary Traxter is the one who really put us on to that. You know, he is the key. He was the clutch shooter, last bucket at the end of the game on Vultures. So even though we're bringing Mike Dean back in for Bully, it's like, so that's confirmed. Mike Dean is coming back in for Bully. We about to go Yeezy.
Yeah.
It's Yeezy 7 day. Look at you can get the fuck up on my shit. Hard to rock, get in with the rock, take fuck it out. Hard to rock, this way that kid, you know what I'm saying now?
next version of sampling. Like when sampling happened, like the musicians, they hated it. When EDM came in, it was musicians that hated that. And there was people who hated it, auto-tune. There's people who hate the concept of AI. It's like people hated the ass shots. It became like a standard. Like, that's what I said about the visuals for AI. Like, AI ain't made nothing yet that I could jerk off to. Jerk off to. I was with you when you was canceled all the way. We was going to eat every day. Yeah, we never was unrich. Yeah, ever. We still going out to eat. The hotels ain't changed. The jets ain't changed. Just the headlines got a little bit different. The headlines changed. What was the restaurant we ate that is closed down? Beauty Essex. It was Beauty Essex. Yeah. We was going there to eat every day. I remember when they froze your accounts. Man, listen, I had to put my little American Express down. You was pulling up every day like, hey, Ye's over here eating. That's the first time I seen a billionaire have no access to money. It was crazy. It was like some Black Mirror episode. They wanted to do everything to prove to me that I didn't have a right to say anything out loud that went against people who own the media, people who own the music industry, people that Drake is going, you know, up against right now, ironically. You know, we could say, you know, anything. We could say, I'm going to kill you. We could say, I'm going to sell drugs to you. We could say, I do drugs. But you can't message that. You couldn't even message on a song. You imagine? Because it's the censorship still. No, for sure. I love how you can't be controlled now because, you know, you was in the system, you kind of broke free and found other ways to get to money, you know, so now you get to be free. You own yourself, you own your brand. And, you know, you posted a clip recently of Master P speaking about how he left music because there wasn't no real money in it and he had to create product. When did you know, like, I need more than just music? Master P was always a visionary. Like, everyone looked up to the fact that he could shoot a movie fast, and everybody in the hood will listen to that. How do you know when you're entering an episode? Or when you're in one? I watch for it beforehand, but other times it was just like, if you get to the point where it goes, you're gonna stay